Hi, and welcome back to the Who's Judging podcast. I'm Danny.
I'm Connor.
Today we have two wonderful guests here. This is my boyfriend Jacob, my brother-in-law Berto, and Connor's friend. We're going to be talking about what it's like to have a vegan in your life. So, what would you say was your initial reaction to finding out I was vegan? What did you think about it?
Well, since we met in a trip, I was with my friends and you were with your sister, and so when my initial reaction was that it was something simple like some weenies that were vegan.
Yeah, we were making hot dogs.
We were making hot dogs, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, these are like premium weenies.
Oh,
like, these are like the best.
He thought they were like some fancy
but
beef
they were
hot
actually
dogs.
but they were actually vegan. She was just like, oh, those are vegan, and I'm like, oh, cool.
They look the same.
They look the same.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll eat them, but I didn't think it was gonna taste anything different. So my initial reaction was more like, just like seeing you as a person, just regular, just vegan.
Like it was
is
whatever?
Normal. Yeah, it's normal.
Okay.
All right. So then for you, what was it like when you found out I was going vegan, since you knew me before?
It was to me it was different when you told me you were vegan. I didn't know what vegan was.
Damn.
And no, seriously, tell me we're on a baseball team, probably 8th grade, I think it was. I was in 8th grade, and he said I offered him some snacks, and he said I can't eat those. I'm vegan. And I'd keep offering other stuff. But he's like, I can't eat it. I'm vegan.
You're like, what can you eat?
So I was confused because I was like, I never met anyone in my life that was vegan.
Did you ask him what it was?
I mean, yeah, I did ask him, but I would just forget that. Like, I never knew that everything had something from like an animal
Even
or something.
For us, it's hard. So like for someone that's not vegan, they don't really know.
So I would just keep offering, and he said, I can't eat it. I'm vegan. And to me, it was just like, I never knew anyone that was vegan or vegetarian either. And then as the years went on, I kind of knew about it now.
Did you ask him why?
I didn't ask him why. I was just,
he's weirdo.
Like, not a weirdo, but I was just like, it was different because I was like I said, none of my other friends that I knew or anyone from school was vegan or anything besides Connor.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, he was still trying to figure out what it was, let alone why.
Yeah, and then he met you through that transition, so he's just like, what?
Right, or around it,
Yeah. Just say is your guys' current perception about vegans.
Well, when I met you...
Or veganism in general.
Right. Well, when I met you, I knew that you were vegan. I knew what veganism was. I personally didn't have a friend that was vegan or knew anyone directly. So my perception has changed tremendously. Like, I know more of what a vegan person like lives by and also what they stand by. So then it's something that I can see in a person as opposed to when I first met you, I thought it was just a concept of, I just don't eat this, I don't eat that. It's like a form of life. So
it's just like there's more to it.
Yeah, more to it than just saying that you're vegan and not eating certain things. Mm-hmm. It's just more to just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Berto? You have your friend and your sister-in-law. What do you think about us?
I mean, I don't really think nothing much of it. But I mean, there are times like if I eat regular food around you guys, I'm like, damn, it's kind of fucked up in a sense, you know?
When I'm sitting there not eating and you guys are all eating and I'm just there looking at you guys.
Yeah, like to me, it kind of hits in a different way. Like it just kind of feels different. But I mean, I've tried to at least go vegetarian, but I mean, it doesn't taste the same in my opinion, and it's just kind of hard.
Yeah.
And I respect all the people who've gone vegan and pulled through, and it's just it's about willpower and pulling through, getting through it.
Yeah.
So would you say you know more about veganism or understand it more since I went and you've known me?
Oh yeah, as the years go on, I say I understand it more, and I mean there's a lot to it. I mean, it comes down to all the products you use too, and the stuff you wear, like leather and stuff.
Would you say like you guys have eaten less animal products because of us? It's a little more difficult for you, but like you're with me a lot, so
yeah.
Would you say you eat less?
Yeah, I definitely eat less animal product. When I'm with you, we definitely just eat vegan.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. I grew up in a household where I ate a lot of veggies and stopped drinking animal milk in a young age. So I had already kind of like a background of liking veggies and maybe sometimes incorporating protein to my meals. So I feel like I'm not really losing a lot when eating vegan, just because there's so much good vegan food. Yeah, there's a lot of good vegan food. Yeah.
So about you, any inspiration for change since? At all? It doesn't have to be like a full on difference, but like any change
or any at all. Like,
I mean, I try to stop drinking regular milk, but regular milk, it's kind of dumb. But
have you ever?
I tried almond milk and I tried soy milk, and I mean, regular milk is still my go-to. I mean, it's kind of hard.
Have you ever sat in a restaurant and maybe like seen a vegan menu or kind of like thought about ordering something vegan as opposed to like something non-vegan?
I mean, I've gone to vegan places like Plant Power with a friend, and I mean, I'm not against vegan or anything, but I mean, I'll eat vegan. Obviously, when you make vegan food, I'll try it out, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know if I'll pull through going through the vegan. Like, I mean, if someone makes it, then I'll eat it. But for me or myself, just to like look up a meal and make it, then I don't think I'll be able to do it.
At least you're not opposed to it.
I'm not against it or anything, but I'm open-minded to it. But yeah, I've gone to Plant Power, got a couple Big Zacks there, and I mean, still kind of actually tastes like a normal Big Mac from McDonald's. But the thing that trips me out is the cheese part. I'm like, what's the cheese made out of? That's about it.
It can be made out of so many different things, but I mean, as long as it tastes good.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite places for sure.
So then outside of Plant Power, whatever.
Sorry, I'm gonna open my snacks here.
All right.
Sorry. I got some Unreal dark chocolate peanut gems. So they're like vegan M&Ms.
There you go.
Nice.
You want to try? Were you gonna ask something?
Yeah, no, it's just like crazy ASMR while this is rolling here.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna put the bag down. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So then, outside of Plant Power, have you tried any other vegan foods or meals that you've liked and enjoyed? Like maybe something she made?
Danielle's made some good meals that I've had. Like when she did her catering.
Oh yeah.
For Mais, all the food there was good. You went to that. Mm-hmm. I told you about it. And then actually it's Danielle's like, oh, if you have any vegan friends, invite them. And then I was like, oh, I only have one vegan friend, and Connor was only
shocked.
One. He was
I
only
remember
one.
I was like, you have a vegan friend. Like, are you messing with me? And he's like, no, I have a vegan friend. And I was like, no.
You're like, I don't even have
I don't have a vegan friend. Like, I couldn't believe it. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. It's not until I saw you that you were real. I was like, okay.
He exists.
And then, Connor went out to the catering event, tried out the food, and all the food there was good in my opinion. And then,
what was your favorite one?
I don't even remember. There was just so many taco options.
It was a lot of tacos. There's a lot of tacos, and the rolled tacos and the ceviche, and
he said tacos. I'm in.
And also when when I came over here, your mom makes the vegan enchiladas. It's really good too.
Oh, I know your favorite one. You like those chocolate cayenne pepper cookies. He took a bite and I thought he was gonna die choking.
It was spicy.
Oh my god, cayenne is spicy.
And then
it's like my mom, the first time she makes something, she follows the recipe to a T, and then she'll like adjust it after. So there was like a lot of cayenne pepper in there.
Oh my god,
it was bad.
Like it caught.
It was like.
Oh my gosh, I need to try these. I'm gonna ask her for the recipe. What about you? What's like one of the vegan meals that you enjoy the most?
Oh gosh, vegan Thai food.
That's all we have here in San Diego, I feel like.
Yeah, vegan Thai food is super good. I don't think I've ever had Thai food that's not vegan. Yeah, mainly because when you introduced me to a lot of vegan places, like Veganic, It was just
so good.
Vegan specific
Vegan only
Thai, vegan only Thai place. But I do like the evolution of like the burgers now. Because I remember trying a vegan burger a while ago, and just in like a year.
Yeah, they've changed. Yeah.
Yeah, just in like a little bit of time, it's just changed a lot. And gotta say, Pump Hour is one of the best. But it's pretty neat that you can take a road trip somewhere and probably get one at Carl's Jr. or something. But I stay true to like the tofu and the veggies. I just love everything that's sauté. I like tofu, so anything with tofu is good.
Tofu is hard.
Yeah, so for me, veggies and
it's
tofu.
an acquired taste though. Like there's lots of people.
It's got to be cooked right.
See, he's like, I don't think so.
I think it being cooked right is a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they just throw like the slob in there, like the slimy slob in something, and that doesn't go.
Yeah,
like if it's fried, I think he'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I can eat tofu just like that, straight out of the.
You don't even press that thing? Huh? You don't even like press it, get the water.
Oh yeah, I'll press it.
Oh, it's like dang.
Yeah,
it's like a fruit at that point.
It's like the liquid. No, obviously take the liquid out.
Yeah.
It's like I think you're further than me into the tofu loving thing.
Oh yeah.
You remember when we went to Hawaii and kind of had the vegan patties, right?
Oh man, I know this one. So he's cooking on the grill, right? And so they have their patties on one side, my patties on the other side, and this dude flips the patty right onto the ground.
Oh my god!
No, it fell.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it fell.
And then Connor started making a joke. Is like, because I know I'm vegan, but I'm not gonna eat ground beef now.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Just like there was like 2 vegan patties and like 10 regular patties, and he did not drop a single regular patty.
Oh,
so
of course.
Coincidence? I don't know. You know.
But it also came down to how strategic it is too, because after all the patties on the grill, didn't think nothing much of it, and then Connor was like, "Are you using the same spatula? Using the same spatula to flip my patties with the vegan with the regular patties?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Like, what do you mean?
No.
And I didn't really think about it, but I was like, "Oh shit,
cross
I did."
contamination.
All the blood on the vegan patty. Did you end up eating that day? Because it sounds like no.
Well, I ate the one that hit the ground. I'm not super picky.
So you'll do the ground, but not the same spatula one.
I mean,
more at work, I was eating my protein bar, and I just dropped like this much of it, and
you got it.
I picked up and ate it.
Yeah,
my coworkers were scared because I work in a hospital.
Yeah, so they're like,
maybe become the new mutant.
I think it was the third hour.
Well, I was like, it's all the way down there, like under the desk, like it's just dust. And she was like, "How do you know?" I was like, "Well, because I ate it. Like I would know if there's something else down there." But yeah, I was like, I'm starving. This bar is good. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not that like we expect you to be. I'm just, But the next question is like, why aren't you vegan? But not that you have to be, but like, have you thought about it, or like, is there a reason why like you wouldn't be able to do it?
Yeah, like what are the big factors for you guys or reasons?
Well, for me, I haven't become vegan. I think just because it might just be because I haven't done that leap or that push. I think there is like for me, like I'm on one side and I can jump over to the other side, and that like maybe intimidation, that feeling or whatever may be holding me from staying on this side, like I know that I can jump over.
Yeah, but what is that? What is it? What's
commitment
holding you back?
issues?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, so it's kind of hard because I think I can live without certain things right away.
What are those? Which one do you think you could live without?
I can live without red meat and white meat too, like chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But like I do like a lot of seafood.
Okay.
And I like how easy it is to like open up any bag of chips and be able to eat, even like cheese and stuff, eggs in there, stuff like that. But so yeah, I think it's just the convenience of it.
Convenience.
I think the convenience of of not having to maybe stress or worry,
read the labels,
or maybe even like go kind of hungry for a long period of time because there might not be an option.
It happens, yeah.
And it happens, and I know that
It does,
happens. So I think it's that commitment. Yeah, it's the jumping over for me.
Okay. What about you, Berto? He said, "Where do I start?" Cheese, eggs, milk.
I mean, he mentioned milk.
Yeah, he loves his milk.
Then he said, "What is this cheese made out of, though?"
Yeah, man, there's a cashew cheese, like cheese made out of cashews, super good.
Yeah.
There's other. I don't think there used to be. I mean, growing up as a kid, there used to be this thing of like synthetic cheese.
Mm-hmm. Government cheese.
Yeah,
That's still a thing.
And maybe, yeah. I mean, I haven't heard when I grew up. It was like a lower socioeconomic status, and also it was Kraft, and it was maybe other brands that you might go to the store, and that would be on sale, or that would be the cheapest.
Well, yeah.
And man, the taste of it was the worst because it wasn't real cheese.
Right.
But a lot of people have that misconception that vegan cheese is going to be like that synthetic cheese, which is not the case. I think there's like a lot of people focusing on making that cheese so much better.
Yeah, we're changing.
Yeah,
it's getting there.
Yeah, people are working on it.
Yes,
and it's good.
It's just missing that addictive property, though.
Yeah.
Just sprinkle some crack in there.
Oh yeah,
that's how you get them. All right, so now, other than cheese, what do you think are the big factors?
Just time. Time's the biggest thing. Because I think now, like, I'm busy all the time, and I know what to make. Just it's so easy, just buy some meat or something and cook it, and I already know how to season it and what to do with it. Then if I try to do like a whole vegan thing, or I don't think I would have the time, or I don't think I'd want to put the time in, take the extra time of my day to look up a recipe and get all the ingredients and spend more time at a grocery store looking for stuff.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And like, it's just it's a big transition in my opinion. Like it'd be hard. And like I said, I'm not opposed to it or anything, but like when you make food, I'll eat it and I'm like, oh yeah, it's really good. But for me, it's just, there's certain stuff that I can't leave behind. Like one of them is milk for sure. That's one go-to. And it's kind of different too, especially there's so many fast food restaurants like on the go, and a lot of them are regular like meat, and there's like no vegan ones really. Like there isn't like a big fast food chain for vegan. Like the only one I know of in San Diego is Plant Power, and there's only a few of those in San Diego.
Right.
And it's not like McDonald's or like Jack in the Box that there's one almost a couple blocks away from each other. So it's like also kind of hard too.
So you think you'd be able to do it easier if they became more convenient, like Jack in the Box had options and McDonald's brought on options?
Dad or someone make the food for me.
So then the easiest way to get you vegan is for your wife here to cook everything.
Yeah, and that's not happening.
She's busy too. I mean, we're both busy, so it's kind of hard for the both of us to even eat most of the time. So it's kind of complex.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Our listeners don't want to hear about your struggles. Over here looking for pity.
So how do you think, I'll ask you, because I feel like you've been in more situations like this with me. How do you think I handle like the criticism or like the difficulties about being vegan when we're with other people?
Well, I know that you care about what other people want to eat, and you also want them to, eat as well. And we're talking about like that dietary restrictions and stuff, but I do think you kind of get some pressure, and I mean you handle it.
Give or get?
You get pressure.
Oh.
Because
yeah, I certainly do.
You want to satisfy everyone, and so sometimes it's like a hit, like a place that has both. Other times it's not as easy, and so
it's so difficult because you're like, talking about hungry people, right? Other people are hungry, I'm hungry.
Right, yeah.
And then you're just like trying to eat somewhere, and like that's the most difficult part, I think.
Yeah.
I think one of the other most difficult parts is like even if you find a spot everyone can go, is like if they order meat, like you still have to see it. And I think that's one of the things you have to balance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And like it can be as simple as like, hey, we're hanging out, we're gonna go out to a place. Or if we're like in Disneyland or in a certain like scenery where
Mm-hmm.
like there may not be in that area, like, you know, like traveling or going to a trip with a vegan, it may like give you that another sense of pressure too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel guilty sometimes. Like, dang, like it sucks. Why are you like?
Because Berto can't have his milk.
No, like I feel it. Like, oh man, like this sucks, but like I need to eat. What can I
Mhm.
say? Like, you know.
It's true. Do you think there's been any scenarios that you've been with me where I had to deal with pressure?
I mean, I don't think pressure, but I mean, there's been times where like I've had parties or like gatherings or we've gone out somewhere and usually you'll eat before you come or you'll bring some snacks for like the event or something. And there's times like that. I was like, damn, I feel bad. Like this guy can't eat anything that I'm providing everyone else. But
Yeah, those are the fun ones. Show up to your party. Your dad's like, I got vegetables for you, man. I got carrots.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, really. It's kind of hard.
What about like trips? Because you've been to trips together.
Yeah, well, like when we went to Hawaii, you know, your mom got a lot of stuff.
The
Like
Hawaii trips are easier because we go to Costco, so we buy stuff.
Yeah,
And then
that's easy.
And a lot of the places have an option.
Yeah.
like usually his mom will buy like regular
There's a lot
stuff.
of vegan food in
Yeah.
Hawaii.
And that's the other thing is it's like we're bringing him along, so it's like my parents picked
You
the
gotta
restaurant.
eat what you guys eat.
Yeah, like they're gonna
Yeah.
find something naturally for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe.
What about when we went to Cabo?
Cabo.
I only survived off of fries.
Yeah,
that
you
trip.
too, right? Fries and a salad.
Salad.
I didn't touch the salad.
It was kind of cool.
Fries and tequila
I
all
love
weekend.
salads.
Yeah, that was my last major dose of tequila.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
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 it's fun
Tequila's
though.
vegan.
We're like driving home with his dad in the car, and I'm learning half of the story. I
Yeah.
didn't even know half the story.
You're like, oh,
I was like, I did what?
yeah, and that's the thing too, because we travel and we don't get much food, and when we drink, we're drunk because we don't have a lot of food in us.
You would think the fries would do pretty good though,
But
with them
no,
being
not
potatoes.
really.
I think I think, and I'm just saying it like hypothetically because I'm not vegan, but if I were to go on a trip, I would load up. I mean,
Yeah,
would
you would.
eat, like,
you.
anything like veggies wise, like
Yeah, you would. You would.
yeah, and
You love salads and
Oh, yeah.
vegetables, and you would
We ate a bunch of vegetables too. They just fried our potatoes.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Some
I mean,
cucumbers.
Yeah.
speaking about traveling, I mean, I have a question. You know, you travel a lot, gone to other countries around the world. How do you do it? Like when you're in a different country, like I know that a lot of people in the U.S. are kind of becoming more vegan,
Mhm.
but like, how about the other countries?
Well, I think a big part of it is a lot of the traveling that we do is on cruises. So like the cruise ship is American, so it usually has options. And the cruise lines are actually pretty good. Like the chef will make you something off menu if you need it, or like my parents will reach out in advance and you can make sure they order like a cup of almond milk, so they'll have some options, or ask them to buy a few Beyond Burgers and they'll have them. In terms of actually going out, it's kind of just like when we went to Cabo. Like when you're actually out in the country, there's not a whole lot of options. Fries, salads.
So like, what would you do then? Like if you get hungry, if you're out like away from the boat,
Starve.
Or eat some fries and some salads. But yeah, I
and
mean,
then you go to your nearest grocery store where they sell fruits and vegetables, and I don't know, you load up tofu,
Yeah.
whatever they have. Just
Yeah.
eat tofu raw.
I'm
We-
not good at doing
Granola
that.
bars and
yeah. I
Should
mean, we
try
have
that.
like small snacks. Cause it's like you get into the city in the morning, you go out, and you come back before dinner. So it's like you only really need like
Oh,
one
okay.
meal to
Yeah.
spread. So sometimes we'll bring bars
yeah,
or some chips or something. Kind of like what you would bring on an airline
yeah,
for that.
of
So
course.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit. Have you heard any vegan jokes?
um,
No.
Yeah. I mean, I've
We got
heard.
It's okay, bro.
the
There's no
ground beef
judgment.
one.
Yeah,
earlier.
I know. No, there's a lot of those jokes of like that I see that I've always seen passing around, like oh, like a vegan meal and it's just like grass or something, or it's just like water, something like that. Like I've always seen that. I think those are funny because I mean, now that I know you, since I've known you, like there's just so much more like to eat, like than just water.
There's
and
so
grass
much
and-
more.
or like leaves or
Yeah.
or plant eater.
I don't really know many vegan jokes.
I think my favorite meme though is it had the hamburger buns and in between was just a bag of weed and it was like, damn, this vegan shit easy.
I think I might have seen that. That's funny.
That one was
Oh, I've seen that. The this vegan stuff is easy, and then it's like pictures of like
right.
the randomest thing.
Or there's like the one where it's just 2 slices of bread and just ice cubes in the middle.
Yeah. That one. Oh, it was like a weenie. It was like a weenie bread, and like it was like a hot dog bread, and it had like ice cubes instead of like an actual weenie. When there's vegan weenies and stuff, so.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where like it's kind of going back a little bit to we were talking about earlier? Have you been in a situation where like me being vegan has caused conflict on you?
Or just made you uncomfortable.
Or made
like
you
the
uncomfortable,
scenario,
yeah.
situation uncomfortable.
I can think of so many, but
what do you mean like uncomfortable?
Like it could be anything. Like we went out to a restaurant and then you're like, oh, or like finding the restaurant or something like that.
Oh.
Or you
I see.
getting vegan food for the wedding.
There's a vegan option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Getting one, you know what I mean?
How was the vegan option? Was it even good?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
You know he liked.
It was the
tofu.
best I've had, I think, at a wedding.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say.
I was like, out of what? Like,
it
wasn't-
Oh, you know what?
it
Yes,
wasn't-
I
Your
remember.
face made me pause longer than I wanted to pause.
I was like, it was good, but like I was like, you cook.
At
Like,
a
it's better than
wedding,
all
at a
of yours?
wedding.
Yeah,
and it's
actually,
like 3 weddings that I've been to.
I actually had the vegan dish too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It was
teriyaki
like
tofu.
teriyaki tofu. It was really good.
I don't know. We didn't get to try that one. We
It
only got
was
to try
really
that.
good.
You didn't get to, or you're like, no, I don't care about that.
No,
one.
like we didn't. She didn't give us the
Like,
vegan
that was
plate
it.
to try. She only gave us the meat and then.
Who cares about the
white-
vegans?
the white
It doesn't
chicken.
matter because it was good.
Or maybe
Yeah.
that person just
How
knew
many-
their recipe.
How many vegan dishes did you get?
I think there was only like 4 out of.
So
There's 3
one-
right here.
There's one mystery.
4 or 5 out of 170
might
something
have-
people.
It might have been someone else, but maybe
Your
vegetarian.
cousin.
Oh,
Carla.
yeah.
Carla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There you go.
that's true. She did have that.
you know it's crazy to think about it. 4 vegans plates out of.
That's
know.
not too bad, honestly.
Right.
I feel
Yeah,
like
no.
before I've been the only one.
That's what, like 3%?
Don't make me do math. Anyway, so can you think of it? I can think of so many, but
That made me like.
yeah,
did-
like put you in the middle, sort of,
Oh,
or make you
Yeah.
uncomfortable in
Oh,
some
yeah.
way.
yeah. I mean, sometimes sometimes we're a group of friends, and it's just like, oh, like, I'm in between, like, oh, like eat this.
Somebody wants this, and then you want this, and
right, or have this because there is maybe like all this food to eat, and maybe you're very limited to like fries or something, and I don't want to leave you like also like not eating by yourself. So yeah, I do get in the middle.
yeah. So yeah, I think it's different between like you and I because I used to be more picky. Like I
Right.
wanted like a legit like vegan meal, not just a modification from the menu. Like have this without the cheese, without the like. At the end of the day, you're just if you do that, you're not eating a nice meal. You're just eating like sides and whatnot. So I used to be less flexible in that way, and I think you're more flexible and open to eating whatever you can.
Right. Not super
Um,
picky.
Like I've been picky even before being vegan.
Okay.
I
yeah.
was such like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat there. I didn't go to a place without even reading reviews or anything. Like that's what I used to be even before being vegan. Really, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So then I became vegan, and you add that to that. Yeah, I was very, very
Yeah.
picky, and I've learned to not be so picky.
Yeah, because you became vegan. You're like, where'd all my options go?
Exactly. Yeah. Like the good options. Well,
Right.
any option at that point. But yeah, it's made it difficult when we're with friends or even with like the trips we've taken with your family.
Yeah, and like a recent example is like when I want to show like my friends like in my hometown, like, oh, there's this birria, there's this seafood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like we'll go to the mercado where they have the area where they have all these vendors, and it's very homey though because it's Mexico, and they'll cook it there in front of you. So
yeah, so like he's all excited telling me like, oh, there's this and this, and I'm like,
that.
It's not vegan.
And I'll go around. I went around asking, hey, can you make something vegan? Hey, can you make something vegan?
Yeah, but at that point, it was the thing that, like, yeah, I appreciate you doing that, but it was in
a vegan specific
like
place.
they're like, yeah, we'll give you the enchiladas without the cheese and the cream, and so you know what I mean. Like so that's what
we'll give you some tortillas, and
right?
We'll wrap them.
It was tortillas wrapped in sauce and beans, which is fine. Like I survived, but
you want to thrive, not survive.
I wanted the vegan sour cream and the vegan cheese.
Yeah, there's the extra you can throw, but
it changes.
It changes, yeah. Sure. And then we also went to Chicago. Mm-hmm. And my family's very, very flexible. They like to try new food, and so there's a lot of really good vegan places that are known for in Chicago. So we had a lot of like the Chicago dog.
They were very flexible,
and vegan places.
We went to a vegan restaurant and everything.
Vegan restaurants and other places where they had both
vegan options. Yeah,
vegan options. So, in that case, there's not a lot of pressure or conflict, but and it's fine. You know, there's always going to be a bit, and especially where we go. But I always, you try to be like flexible or like the hero to be able to go get food from somewhere else and then ask like the restaurant people that we're nowhere as like, hey, can I bring this in? It's a vegan option that you guys don't have, but we have one vegan person with us. But yeah,
he definitely tries. And I'm trying to be more open to, like not be as picky.
Not show up, be like, where's my vegan sour cream?
Exactly.
Hot sauce.
So do you think outside of your parties, you think there was any scenario or situation we've been in where made you uncomfortable or think about it?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, not that I know of.
He doesn't care enough.
I don't think I've been in that situation.
Okay. So, like when I hang out with you and like the group of people we hung out with, you think me being vegan made people look at me differently? Gave a different
Tell us
perception.
What they said when he wasn't there.
He's like, can't do that.
No, I don't really know anyone.
What
that
about
really
me?
Said anything.
Let his face change. He's like,
what about you? What about you?
Have you had that situation with me that like it made something difficult or uncomfortable because I'm vegan? No. No.
Can't think of any.
Yeah.
Well, it's good, I guess.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, more like when I tell people that this person's vegan, I mean, they're just shocked because, like I said, I don't think anyone around my circle knows anyone that's really vegan at all.
Yeah.
Or vegetarian.
Right. That's because I text Bert. I'm like, I'm on my way. He's like, all right, everybody, my vegan friend is coming.
The vegan.
Right. Vegan.
Roll out the red carpet says vegan.
Bro, it's like Tristan, bro. I swear, when I was first vegan, I think he told more people than I did.
Uh-huh.
Like we would just show up somewhere and like we'd meet someone new that didn't know, and he was like, Connor's vegan. Like, dude, what?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it comes up.
Yeah, it gives you some sort of edge, some sort of personality to you.
You see it that way. I feel like other people see it like the weird one,
But how is it like, okay, let's say, what year did you become vegan? Like start to become vegan? 2016.
Same.
2015.
2015, right? Like at the same time. Like how was it like coming out as vegan? Like like were you guys nervous or like did you guys feel like you guys were gonna get judged or anything? I mean, I know it's a big life change, but like did you feel like family or friends were gonna look at you different?
Do you want to go first?
Like, I was gonna say, I think that's what makes it interesting. I think the being vegan thing is like a double edge on the judging. It's like when someone finds out you're vegan, you're thinking, oh, are they gonna see me different? They're gonna judge me. But then I think they feel the same exact thing, like, oh, they're vegan, they're gonna judge me now. So I think that's interesting. But yeah, I didn't tell that many people. Like, it just became like me and that person finally ate at the same time, and they found out.
Yeah, we were very different in that sense.
Yeah.
I never had to worry. I didn't care. I never cared what people said. I was just like, this is who I am, and that's it. And my parents were like what? Like, what's that? And why? How are you gonna survive? And like, what are you gonna eat? Like, and I think they thought I wasn't gonna last.
They thought it was a phase.
Yeah, and they probably thought it was like a 1 week, 2 week thing, and that like I was gonna not be able to do it. And here I am.
There you go.
So like with that being said, like, do you guys think that like people see us different because we're vegan or no?
To a certain extent, yeah. I think people. I mean, if other people would see you how like I see you and Connor, it's kind of like these people are the brave ones. These people have
not everybody sees it like that,
right? But
I think that's what he's saying is that everyone doesn't see it like that.
Yeah. But there are people that do, and I in my friend groups and also like people I socialize with, I've seen more and more, or I've heard more and more that they kind of like say that you guys have the bigger hearts or the kind of like the best of us, because I think nowadays more and so how veganism has changed is that people are now finding out that maybe eating animals isn't the most eco-friendly. It's not the best for our earth, and also it's not as humane as people think, or that now that it's brought up to life more. So then, of course, like maybe some people are gonna say that, yeah, like I think that you have a bigger heart, or that you're the best of us, because it's kind of like, I think that in a couple years, like a little like farther down the line, like that we're all gonna be vegan to a certain extent. But that's just
not vegan. Being vegan is vegan 100%.
She said there's no spectrum.
There's no spectrum.
No spectrum, but like there's gonna be more vegan.
She's like, you're either in or you're out.
Less animal products. What you're saying.
Yeah, less animal products.
So has anybody ever said anything to you about like me being vegan? Like, be specific, but don't say names. Like, but has anybody said like, oh, like she's vegan? Like, I don't know whether it be a good or a bad thing.
Well, yeah, I think like yeah, I mean, I think the most recent example is that like at work, I'll have a conversation with a coworker, and then he'll be like, oh, like I ate at this place this weekend. I recommend it, for you to go. And I'm like, oh yeah, you should take your girlfriend. And I'm like, well, she's actually vegan. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I know this place or that place. And it's kind of like, I think it's not necessarily a thing that like a judgment.
So it's whatever.
Right. It's yeah, I think it's just like, okay, like this person's vegan, and so there's vegan options at this place, or etc. So yeah, I think
so you're telling me it's becoming more normal. Like a norm.
Yeah, and it might be because where I work or who I work with, and also like who I hang out with. But I'm sure that there are people that you say like, if I say like, oh yeah, my girlfriend's vegan, and like, that must be tough.
That would be Berto right there.
And it's
sorry.
So like, are you vegan too? And it's like, well, like I eat vegan with you.
Aren't you gonna miss the meat?
Yeah, I
know
that too.
I do have to say, I do see the change. Okay, are we done? I do have to say, like, I see a change in the questions I get from when I started being vegan to now. It's different how people approach it now. Before it was like unknown territory, like why, like they were just
okay?
Like, yeah, like, are you okay? Like, what? Why? Like, they wouldn't understand it.
Midlife crisis.
Now the questions they're similar questions, but they're more open. They actually are interested in knowing.
Right. No,
like the last conversation I had was with your cousins, and they were genuinely asking me like,
Oh yeah.
oh, like tell me about this and like this, and like is it hard? Like do you actually crave it? But
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I did when I got those questions 6 years ago. That it was like, you don't crave meat. Like it's different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they actually want to know.
I think the big thing that creates the indifference is that people don't know any vegans, like he was saying. So it's
Yeah.
like when you finally find one, you want to ask them everything. You don't know how to approach it.
Yeah.
And so I think as there becomes more and more and there's more food options, that's kind of easing out of that.
Mhm.
But there's still not very many of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually now, like, well, I now have 2 vegan friends at work, Dan and Josh. They're vegan and they
Wow.
talk to me about that all the time. So, well, we can talk about that all the time. So, we have more things to relate to. Since,
Even though you're not vegan?
even though I'm not vegan, but
Hey,
like,
look, if you go vegan, you'll have a good little friend group at work.
that's true. Yeah, I
You
mean,
just make the change.
Berto sits
you're
here
already
from
there.
the crowd. He's like, do it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
You
Right.
can do it. With the
As,
sign.
as Berto's drinking his
Oh,
glass
yeah.
of milk.
yeah, I mean, I feel your guys' support. I feel like I can. So,
Yeah. It's a safe space.
I feel like-
Have you ever felt like judged or like uncomfortable because you're not vegan and I am? Like around me.
yeah. Sometimes it's kind of like,
I would feel guilty.
yeah, it's that guilt feeling of like, oh man, and it's not like, I'm telling you, it's not that like I love the beef jerky and I love the steaks and stuff, because I don't, but like, but yeah, it makes me feel like guilt, like that, like I feel like I can get there,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't, but I also feel like people are supportive too. Like they also kind of like put us together, like that she's vegan
Because they know you
I'll
eat
also
vegan.
vegan too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah.
Berto?
Other than feeling guilty. Anything else? I mean, he said he felt guilty.
About what?
Feels
This,
good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you did.
this
Like
question
when
or the
you-
last one?
Like when you're with me, yeah. Like, do you ever and like
I mean, yeah,
eating
I
or
mean,
something?
yeah, like there's times like when I'm hungry, I'm like, fuck, dude, like I feel bad eating this in front of you. I mean, but it's like he's got to eat, you got to eat, I got to eat. But it's
I
like,
feel like for me, I feel like you've asked me before, like, I'm talking like very beginning, like, oh, like, is it okay if I eat this? I'm like,
I mean,
it's fine.
to
Like,
me, it
don't
just
worry
comes
about
down-
it. Yeah.
It comes down to like a respect thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, respect's a big thing because I was like, what if she like, so how are you gonna eat that in front of me?
Yeah, no, it's fine. But I don't know any vegans that are uncomfortable with that myself, but there might
For
be.
me, it just depends what it is.
Yeah? So
Like a steak, I'll just
Really?
no, like if it's a burger, it's one thing, but like the steak, I'm not gonna sit there.
Oh,
like
I
won't
didn't
sit
know
there.
Just
that.
like a big, like a piece of meat, basically.
like a steak.
Yeah, like a steak.
All right, so before we end this podcast, this episode, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I have one. Have you guys influenced anyone around you, like family or friends, to become vegan?
I can't think of a single person that has said, "Oh, I'm vegan now because of you," but there's a lot of people around me that are interested in it and incorporate more, or I'm not gonna say incorporate vegan meals, but at least eat less meat because of it. So that's some sort of influence that I'm proud of and makes me happy, and makes me happy when people ask me questions about it.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one for me is my parents.
Mm-hmm.
They don't eat as much. Maybe sometimes when I'm gone, they'll eat non-vegan,
Mhm.
but they're not going to cook 2 meals. So when I'm here, they'll eat the vegan food. They'll eat the fried tofu. My mom loves making it.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried different ways. And actually, one of my cousins, he was vegetarian, maybe vegan for a while, like I think almost a year. So I count that as a small win.
Yeah.
And he
for
still
sure.
buys vegan products. So like he actually has vegan products incorporated in his diet, and he'll buy them when I come over. So
Yeah.
it's from there, yeah. I don't know about like friend wise. I mean, I guess Tristan, he told me he, eats a couple of times a week vegan. So
Yeah, that's great.
count that as a win too.
Mhm.
Yeah, considerably like making this podcast and doing like these video recordings, hanging out, talking about veganism. Like you guys are sending a beacon to like all these millions of viewers, like trying to
Oh, yeah.
get
He said million potential viewers is what he's saying.
Potential
It's me.
viewers.
Million potential viewers to reach people, to influence. You
Right.
know? So yeah.
I mean, look at our studio. Clearly, we're bringing in bucks.
Oh. And I think my question would be, what's one thing, I think just from each of you, like that you, in terms of goals, do you guys have any goals for this, or in life, or something that you personally struggle with, or you personally struggle with, like to achieve?
Was that one question or 4 questions?
I guess it's
I'm
just
kidding.
like,
I
yeah,
think the
like a
goals
goal.
won't work.
Yeah, like a goal that you personally have, whether it be from this podcast or for yourself. Something.
In terms of veganism, I want to be able to like cook more nutrient packed meals because I'm struggling. Like for me, it's a struggle. After a few years of being vegan, now I feel like I've run out of ideas and I've hit like this rough patch right now that I'm in, that I'm like, I don't even know what to eat anymore. It's hard, but I feel like I just need to do some research and learn about more meals because I don't want to I don't want to keep making the same things anymore.
Makes sense. So
So
branching
I
out.
just want to learn more. I think it's time to learn more, especially because there's so much more research that has come
Right.
up since I first started.
Yeah. I think the obvious goal for this is to make money. But seriously though, it's like, even if we just influence one person to go vegan, it's like, that's like 200 animals a year saved on average. So
influencing one person to go vegan would make my life. Like I can't even imagine doing that.
And it's like with this, as he said, there's potential viewers in the millions. So it's like, it could create a domino effect too. That person goes vegan, then maybe the person they're dating goes vegan. It could just domino all the way down.
Yeah.
So,
well, I haven't had that happen yet.
But is it in the works?
It's in the works.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
For watching.
Thank you for watching. I hope we didn't bore you.
And as always, who's judging?
Not me.